Hey guys, here's my Lava Sweep build for Intellect main stat. For gearing, I'm using Elemental Shaman tier 5 with spell power, crit, and off pieces. For the weapons, I'm just using the same weapon as my Gurubashi build because I don't want to farm another weapon for it, and I don't have gold to buy another enchant. But ideally, you should use a high weapon damage with spell power enchant like Void Blasting. So the rotation itself is not too complicated. The way I do it is I open with Lava Sweep into Fire Blast, and then Flame Shock, and then Fireball. And after this, if you get Hot Streak proc from this, do not use Power Blast yet. Wait for the first cooldown on your Lava Sweep, then use Lava Sweep, then use Pyro. This way you'll get 3 stacks of Doom Hammer, and Pyro will reset your Lava Sweep for max DPS. This is just the opener though. After this initial rotation, you just Lava Sweep, Fire Blast, and Fireball. And then if you get Hot Streak, you use Pyro Blast, and then Lava Sweep 2 times, and repeat. But if you don't get a Hot Streak proc, you can then use Presence of Mind to cast an instant Pyro to get the Lava Sweep reset, and then you just repeat. And then if you don't get any Hot Streak procs and Presence of Mind's on cooldown, then you can add Flame Shock after using Fireball, but you never want to use Flame Shock unless you really need to. This spec is really relying on crit, so you lose a lot of DPS if you don't get consistent crits. Otherwise, it's a pretty solid spec. It's pretty fun to play as well, but yeah. For agility, the gearing is about the same, except I use enhancement Shaman tier 5 instead. And since I also play some agility specs, I already have like a weapon that has the agility enchant on it, so I'm just using that one for now. But ideally, you also want to use like a high weapon damage with Void Blasting on it. The rotation is pretty much the same as Intellect, right? Because the spec is still Lava Sweep, and the only difference is that you're playing it as agility. But this spec can be played as agility or intellect, and overall the DPS is pretty close. But I would say agility pulls out ahead by like 1 to 2k DPS. Of course, it's depending on your luck, right, and your crit. If you get good crit, you'll probably have a higher DPS. And if you don't crit, you probably drop some DPS. But it's pretty cool. If you don't have agility gear, you can play as intellect, and if you don't have intellect gear, you can play as agility. Both will work just fine. AoE wise, I think both are about the same. We can probably assume agility pulls slightly ahead, but I don't think it'll be by much. I don't know. In here, I just show intellect because I didn't want to swap back to agility, but I'm pretty sure they're about the same. I don't think it'll matter that much. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed the guide.